This week on Wildcat News, we follow up and talk with students and staff about the recent move to Plan A instruction. And we learn more about this year's musical. All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now. Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Miranda Bean. After beginning Plan A instruction on April 12th, Allison Wade follows up to learn more about the progress of Plan A instruction.
On Monday, April 12th, students across the county began instruction under the Plan A model. Junior Megan Jones shares her experience adjusting to the model.
Being back has been a little bit hard because I do so much after school. So it's been hard to balance my sleep schedule and getting things done. But it's been a lot of fun, especially because I finally have one of my friends back in my classes in person. So I've been able to see her. I haven't talked to her in person in so long. So it's nice to see people that I haven't seen outside of school.
English teacher Emily Scott talks about the change in classroom sizes.
I've been used to standing in front of a room full of students for 15 years. And so to have that gone for a year, it was really difficult. And so to have the room full again, it was kind of an emotional experience just to have it feel sort of normal and to have hallway noise and classroom noise and hear voices and see faces. It was awesome.
Jones shares her concerns about the precautions that were left out of the Plan A model.
I found it really weird when we came in the first day and they didn't do the temperature checks. I had walked past the front door and then I realized that I didn't even get my temperature checked. And I was like, oh, I need to go back. And then I realized they weren't even doing it. So I feel like that is something that was a little weird to not have at first, especially since they were so adamant about it for the separate cohorts. So I don't know why it would change for a bigger cohort.
Scott continues to see good social distancing being practiced.
With my classroom in particular, we're still able to keep pretty far apart. there are still only one student sitting at each table. I hardly remember the days when there were two students sitting at each of these tables. So I think that things are still pretty safe, even though we have more kids in the building at one time.
I'm Allison Wade, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Allison. Due to COVID-19, the annual musical production has been set to begin in May, with multiple showings beginning May 6th. Catherine Green learns more about this year's production.
The musical just around the corner, students and staff have worked to prepare for the 2021 performance Little Shop of Horrors. Senior Nyla Majette explains what the show is about.
It's about a guy who finds a plant, and the plant eats blood. Long story short, the plant is trying to take over the world. I actually really like this musical. Since I was little, I loved this musical. And, when I saw that we were doing it, I had to be there because, I adore it.
Director Joshua Johnson plays a part in the performance and describes what it is like performing and directing at the same time.
It just brings me joy to be able to give the kids an opportunity. You just have to learn how to time manage and know priorities, what is more important, what can wait, and what you need to give your all to.
Johnson explains the difficulties the pandemic has placed on the musical.
We are pulling things together never before, and that's just how we are with the arts. We're adaptable, and we're going to adapt to whatever. If the pandemic wasn't here, we would have had a little bit more time. But when I tell you we have such a great cast, such a great band who is pulling this music together.
Majette offers advice to anyone participating in future musicals.
Don't stress yourself out too much. Kind of just have fun with it, because a lot of people tend to, really kind of get into their own heads. Just have fun with it. Don't really stress about it. It's a musical. We're supposed to be having fun anyway.
For more information on the musical, check out the West Johnston High School Fine Arts page on social media. I'm Catherine Green, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Catherine. Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia. And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Miranda Bean. Thanks for watching and have a great week.